Phone, where are you drifting to, phone? That's the question. It's got to come this way. There we go. Had to move it. Fab Filter Pro Q4. Go to dashboard. Maybe, just maybe. Look at that. No one's following me, but I go profile. Let's look up a lack. I don't see their new album on here. No, that's not the one I want. Okay, cool then. Still isn't popping up. So, it's going. I'm gonna give you that. It's going. How are you doing? Hi everybody. Having a tough week, that's for sure. See if more people log on here. I was actually alive. I was live. Let's see. When was the last time I was live? 27th, the 7th. So just like last week. But I've been live quite a bit actually. So I was live October 24th, November 3rd, November 4th, November 7th, and today. We're live quite often. I think we talked last week. But I hope you're doing well, Zachary. Hope you are doing well. I'll build here. Stop bumping me, dog. What do you need? Come on. Get up here. If you're going to bump me, get up here. FRN sell. Sell what? Go lay down. Go, buddy. Go lay down. So, but I got my coffee. But I got dogs for sale. That's for sure. So now we got 20 kind of on here. Just say hit like and subscribe. Check out our website, foxandrobynrec.com, and join us for some coffee. Come join us, have coffee. You know, if you're on a lunch break, have lunch with us. I don't know, whatever it is. But we're gonna have some coffee and we're gonna move on. Yeah, definitely turn on notifications. If you guys haven't done that, do so. We've had a kind of a tough week this week. My daughter's going through something. I'm going through something. It's just life, I guess. So, but like I said, like our streams, you know. And, yeah, trying to get things cleaned up here in my mailbox. That can go Lincoln Center. I've already talked with them. A band named Modern is one that I think that's the name of their band. Anyways, I might be doing some tracks for them. We'll see. Or with them. But yeah, hit the notification button. You hit the bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Helps us out, helps us grow the channel. We're at 12, 14, which is not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all there. But yeah, like I said, we're just trying to grow the channel. So we got quite a few people watching our other stuff, which is great. Continue to do that. I did do a video where our mic pre's are all done. We have no more mic pre's. Actually, that's not true. We have one set. We have one. So I thought about finding some stuff that I could maybe part with, but I think I've parted with everything that I can for right now. Until someone, you know, we get a session in here and we need more mic pre's, but I didn't know the Dropbox. I wanted to go to Facebook. Came close to where I was going. Senorita sometime. I'd like to work with them. Ooh, that's a cool. I like that space. Very, very close to what I've got. I got an SSL Big 6 in there. I thought about doing something like that. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for mic pre's in here. But it is what it is. We're from northern Colorado. It is starting to get cold. Actually today, I'm waiting for it to warm up a little bit more. I figure I come down here and do some work. You can see I got my little fireplace on in the back. Can I? Briella J, can I get a shout out? Why? I think your son does YouTube. My son does not. That's a whole different problem. I do have a child that started an account without me knowing. We're working through that, so. But yeah, it's starting to get cold here. I need to go change the oil in my truck, and I'm just gonna say that it's getting trickier to do that with it getting colder. It's like I gotta wait for the concrete to warm up so I can actually go out there and change the oil in my truck. So, because I don't have a creeper or anything, I don't have anything to roll. Quad 8 would be cool. I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying to find mic pre's on here on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, stuff that's local. So I just got it. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe. All of you, everybody who's watching or has watched, feel free to do that. We've got a couple videos. We just rolled out our one this week on like all the mic pre's are gone. That's the video. It's like, and why they're gone and all that stuff. So go watch that video. It's actually doing pretty well, I've noticed. I think it's up to 121 Boston Acoustics Towers. Those would be cool. But yeah, I like sitting in front of this desk. I sat here yesterday and did absolutely nothing. I sat here to do some work and I did one song. I was like, out of the 8 or out of the 5 that I need to get done. Yeah, we're good. Zach, I'd love to go there. I remember you talking about that. But yeah, here in Colorado, we're starting to hit that fall. We're kind of like in the middle of fall right now. So it's autumn, as people say. My son doesn't smoke cigarettes, and I would know if he did because I could smell it. I know that smell quite well. So I feel like you're just trolling there, Mr. Whatever official. But anyways, yeah, Zach, it's getting chilly here, but only at night. During the day, it gets pretty warm still. So I'm hoping we get. Yesterday, it looked like it was gonna snow all day, and I was like, it's gonna snow all day. Maybe I shouldn't go out and change the oil in my truck. And I know my son doesn't stream because his phone won't allow him. Well, it would be really hard for my son to stream behind my back because he doesn't have a phone that does that, and he doesn't have a camera. So it would have to be on someone else's account. And I know what my son looks like, and I know he's not out there. But thank you. It's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. I love my Coca-Cola. Thank you, Mason. No, we don't have snow yet, Zach. I was just saying yesterday it looked like it was going to snow. It had that, like, a little bit of bite in the air. It was super cloudy all day. It just looked like one of those days where, like, it could snow anytime now, and it didn't do anything. I think the day is supposed to be 70, so that's Fahrenheit, by the way. I would love to get some snow. That would be awesome. So, but engineers. Engineers direct. I get nothing through engineers other than spam emails. But I need to find me some mic pre's for sure. I keep thinking, well, maybe a mixer, but then I thought, like, well, what about a rack mount mixer? That may be true, but I know the smell of cigarettes, so just letting you know, I know what's going on. You don't even know what my son looks like, or that's even my son, so. I have a skin condition, so you can just shut the F up, 3P. I'm not in a mood to deal with trollers. What are you doing? I'm live streaming, talking with people, trying to find motivation to do stuff, and actually trying to find the motivation to keep doing this live stream. So, might be it for today. Might just be shorts this week. I'm not really feeling up to doing live streaming, and I might not do a video till next week. We'll see. I'm gonna try. To keep going. Yeah, it's not people. It's a conversation to have for sure. Well, if you know who my son is, then what's his name there, huh? Oh, I guess I could just sit here and talk and not actually pay attention to what people are writing. I've done that from time to time. Mackie. No, I don't want a Mackie. I found a lot of Mackies on here. A lot of the older ones. I'm like, I don't want a Mackie console. Not really benefit. They don't really. And the ones I found really don't benefit my workflow that I'm creating here. But I'd like to find some mic pre's that work well for me. I'd like to find at least 4 good ones. And I find some that are like, yeah, 4 channels. Like, here's one. They want $1,600. I'm like, yeah, I don't have quite that much to spend on mic pre's right now. So, PVLM8. I'd like to see the back of it, please. I find mixers like, yeah, that would work. And then I look at them and it's like, yeah, they don't have any direct outs. I need something with direct outs. If it's a rack mixer. So God name is, what are you talking about? V Illuminate official. Norg, I am a musician. You're absolutely right. There's a drum kit. There's drums and guitars. Oh, you can't see. Oh, maybe if I go like this. Nope, that's a lamp. I was trying to see if you can see my drums and stuff, but no, you can't. Not in that shot. I meant to say his name is Jackson. That's not my son's name. Sorry. That's not his name. I'm sure there's a Jackson out there that has a dad that streams, but that's not my son's name. So I would know. I named him. Think it through. But if you're new, hit the like and subscribe button. Help us out. Help us grow the channel. I know we've gotten 1 new subscriber today, and we're super grateful for that. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we did. I don't know. It's not saying that I did, but yeah, it is what it is. I take what I can get. Well, that's something you got to work on there. I'm not gonna play drums or guitar right now. That's something that takes a little more time out of me, and I barely have enough motivation to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna sit here and drink coffee and hope that I get enough motivation to move on with everything I got to do. Maybe I'm gonna find some mic pre's today. Let's go music around. Maybe they got some new stuff. Music go around for Collins. Oh, website. They have one. They have one mic pre that like absolutely it's using recording equipment. Yeah, and they still got it because they went $1,300 for it. It's a Avalon VT737. I'd love to have that. I think it would be a great addition to the studio. But I don't have the budget for $1,000 mic pre. Pro Sound. Let's see what's in Pro Sound other. Because sometimes they throw stuff that's like they have this one tube. It's a Personas tube pre that might be good to have here. Hello, Mike and Venus. Hope you're doing well. You haven't been on in a while, but if I'm right, you're kind of traveling around, so. Used Omnicraft. Nothing there that I really want. I don't need power up. I don't need speakers, mixers, microphones. What about? See what's in the old computer interface. Sometimes they throw stuff in there because they miss match stuff. That thing's cool. Motu Ultra. It's not that I need inputs. I have inputs. I just don't. That's cool. I just don't have anything to amplify microphones. And microphones need a little bit of amplification. I see there's this Persona Studio channel on here that they want $300 for, and I keep thinking about, see if you'd trade me. I have a TV. I doubt they would. Hey, how about would you trade for a TV? You know? I doubt it. I really do. Not seeing anything here that's new. Brittany, lunchboxes that come loaded? Not for $750, it doesn't. Because I thought about doing that, just buying a lunchbox, an empty lunchbox, putting it in the studio here, and then go from there. What did it say? I do what I want, Norg. Soon going on a vacation in New York last Christmas. It was nice. I have not been to New York. No, Zach, I have not been to New York. I'd like to go sometime. Maybe someday. We'll see. If there's one ADD input, I already have an ADD. I don't need ADD. I need mic pre's. So if I go like this and I go, boop. Actually, let's go to recording equipment. I don't have a city. Sometimes I like to come on here and be like, yeah, oh, there's a Studio Projects tube preamp. That would be kind of cool to have. I don't want very much for it. Gotta take a look at this here. Yeah, it's got input and tube blend and output. Yeah, because you can add or take away the tube saturation. That would be kind of cool to have. $70. It's not bad. That's an option. I need a bunch of them. That's what I'm trying to find, like a thing where it's like four in one. Ooh, that's a compressor. ISA 1. I see a bunch of those ISAs for sale lately. I have. I thought about, well, if I just, oh, there's another Tube Pro channel. Warm audio. Don't need an ADD converter. I need a mock pre's. I get offers on Reverb too, where they're like, hey, we'll give you Reverb. I'm like, that's great. Like, they give me a deal, and it's not really much of a deal. SP Ultra Gain. I don't know, I've never used an Ultra Gain. Why are you doing that? Oh, I guess input output channel 1. It's only 2 channels. It is only 2 channels. I thought this was 4. I thought the 1953 from Behringer, which is their old, I thought it was 4 inputs. I did. I swore that they were 4 inputs. Input and output channel 1, yeah. Input output channel 2. I swore they were 4 inputs, but maybe they got other options on there that you can adjust. But I've looked at ultra gains from. I don't know if I want to go that route. Golf hang races. I don't know. I don't know golf brands, so couldn't tell you. If you're looking for golf brands, you've come to the wrong channel. I'm sorry to say. Octopree would be kind of nice to have again. I had an Octopree for a while. The liquid Pree would be really cool to have, but they're just don't have the money for a liquid Pree. 4710D from, yeah, I'd like a 4710. That would be great in here actually. I would, or the B173 quad. That's not a bad deal. Or an ASP 800 from Audient. I'd take an Audient just to have for mic pre's. Like, I don't need it for, it has conversion built into it, but I just want it for the mic pre's. That's all I want. I have plenty of conversion. It'd be kind of nice to have it just sitting in the rack over there. I'd have 8 mic pre's, drums, and then I'd have a vocal chain. So I like some warm audio stuff too. This guy. What Zounds has for those. Fortunately, they've all gone up. All of them. I don't want to. No. Audient, please. That's ASP 800. Yeah, it's the same one, right? It's got breakouts, which is fine. Maybe. It's straight line outs out of the back of it. It's just got DB25, and I'd have to do DB25 to DB25, which is a long run from where the rack is. Yep. Unless I did a patch bay, which I could. I could do it with a patch bay, and then I wouldn't have to use the DB25s. Or I could run. I do have a long ADAT cable. I could run it out ADAT into my HDIO and then change those inputs instead of being analog, being digital. Someone posted something. No, I'm not. Predators. Dumbass. Ask dumb questions, you get dumb responses. So. Yeah, that must be an 880. That's not an 800. Can't tell. It's the 880. That must be an early 800. No, that's an 880. That's not an 888. That's not an 800. So like the 800, I thought had line outs on the back of it. Let's look and see. I think, yeah, it's got one set of line out 8. That would be cool to have. It really would be. Because I do like Audience mic pre's. They make a solid mic pre. The 880 would be cool. I don't need the 880. The difference between the 880 and the 800, I think it's just that you have line inputs as well on the back. No, this is the 800. Is this the 880? Oh, this is still the 800. Interesting. I don't need an optical, but I could go optical. I have one long enough to go around the entire desk. So. Sometimes I game Zach. Just depends. I haven't gamed in a while. I haven't really been motivated lately to do things like that for some personal reasons, really. I've got some things I'm dealing with, but I do like that it's got DI on 2 of the channel, 2 inputs, MOSFET drive. I do like that, and then everything else. So I'd rather have the 880. 800. I go back here and I go to 8. That's the 800. 880 is so much more, but oh no, you don't have a MOSFET drive. No, you do, or do you not? I don't know. I'd rather go with the 800. It's cheaper. That's for sure. I've looked at a couple. I've looked at the, not the Evo 16, their 8-channel mic pre. They make an 8-channel mic pre that's kind of interesting, and I don't know. That would work. Does it have rack ears? Can I rack it up? But it's got 2 in the front. That's the problem. It's like, I don't really want 2 in the front. I don't know. I'd rather have their ASP stuff because I feel like that's a better mic pre. So, but I don't want to spend $200 a month. I really don't. When I can get like a 4-channel Black Lion Artor for like $70 less. So I do too. It's gonna get better. Time will definitely make it better. I'm more concerned about my daughter than anything else. She's going through some interesting things that I thought she would go through a little bit later in life, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, she's not. She's just not doing super well right now. Well, she's doing fine, but it's not like she's dying or anything, or she's sick. She's just, emotions. As a 12-year-old girl, things change. And you got to figure out how those things change. So, O1V, hot dog. See those every so often. I don't need an O1V. It's not what I'm looking for. Lighting controller and recorder. Interesting. I would like to change out my lighting control. It's an okay lighting controller that I have for my lighting system, but I'd like to change it out at some point. I love this console, but I can't. It's a Soundtracks. Actually, it's a Soundtracks. I've never heard of the Soundtracks console. Panoramic sound. It's not a controller, it's just a mixer, and honestly, I'd rather have it. Hey, buddy. Go lie down. No, go lie down. Stop bothering me. I don't know. I could sit, like, I have space on top of that rack. I could sit a little mixer, and I thought about that. I was like, well, I could set a little mixer up there, and that could be it, but anything that's relatively what I want is either not in the price range I want to pay, or is just, like, doesn't have the outputs I need. Like, well, that'd be a cool console, and I look at the outputs, and like, there's not enough outputs. What is this? Oh, that's that old, the PV mixer, which is very interesting. Oops, I wasn't done looking at that. I was trying to get to the next picture. Snake, rack, little Euro. Yep, there's the little Euro mix. I have one of those. I don't need one of those. Don't need one of those. That is kind of interesting to me, but I don't know where I'd put it. It's 16 inputs though. I just don't know where I'd put it. It may be off. I'd like to have something that sits on that desk. I would. Right now, I think if I record stuff, I'll just bring the live mixer in here. I have a Soundcraft UI 24. Yeah, it is. It's hard when you're young and you got a lot of emotions. You're not wrong. I'll just stop streaming when it's coffee cups time. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see if I go back here and I go like this. Just see if I have any new subscribers. Nope. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't. So we only got 104 views. That's not bad. Not bad at all. RCA radio. Looking for mic pre's. No one's selling mic pre's. in the form that I want them in. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool down here. Not the Con Organ would be kind of cool down here. But there's a Hammond with a Leslie. That'd be kind of cool to have down here. This guy's got a Yamaha PM 3500, and that's a big board. That thing weighs like I don't think I could get it down here. I don't think I could. It's too big. My last two boards are about the biggest things I want to bring back down here. I had a big board that I had down here for a while. Yo, Strict, you're doing well. The handboard AC15. Mackie Onyx 24. That would be a board I would take. Vintage biamp, line in, channel patch. I don't know what channel patch means. That'd be kind of a cool little mixer. Little biamp. Probably need some work though. I find those little like old vintage mixers on here tend to need some work. So GB4. I loved my GB8. I had one of those for a while from Alan Heath. Or Alan Heath from Soundcraft. Sorry. I just sold my Allen and Heath. Hopefully they're getting some good use out of it. Went to a studio that's starting up here in town. And I was like, I'd like to keep it, yes, but I'm also at the point where I'm like, I could go without it. Pro Tools, Mixer. Not seeing anything on here that I really want. No, but this, I would go ASP. Two retro channels. Pad, 48 volt on every input. Sample rate, which I'm not super like interested in. I'm like, oh, sample rate, no. DIs would be nice if I ever did guitars. I could do DIs into those two inputs, and so Super Muddy 97. I do too. I enjoy my Coca-Cola. So there's a little rum in it. This would be great. I would take this over $1,100. Yeah, $1,100 for 8 channels is not bad at all. $215 is the payments I'm looking at. That's probably what I'm gonna do. This one would be better if I had $750 in my account, but I don't. I might hop off here. We've been on for about half an hour. Nobody's really watching, so there's some people watching, but like I'm saying right now, it says 1, I have 0. I don't know what it is. But I think I'm going to hop off here and go work on some stuff, eat some lunch, figure out what to do with my day, and then go from there. So thanks for watching. Go watch our other stuff. If you need something mixed, mastered, recorded, hit us up, foxandrobynrec.com. You can see everything that we've worked on there, and we'll see you all next time. Don't know why the volume just got turned up on my phone, but it did. And if I missed you, good morning, good evening, and good night.